All right, and we're live. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Million Dollar Coach Monday. My name is Ryan McMorris. Welcome to our show where we are going to help you build your $1,000,000 coaching business. If you are new to this group, or if you're new to our channel on YouTube or wherever you're seeing this video, make sure that you say the word new, and we will make sure that you have access to the goodie bag for being a new member with us. So congratulations and welcome. Every single Monday at noon Eastern, we go live and we share what's helped us build our $1,000,000 coaching business and scale to 100 grand plus per month inside of our coaching business. We share how we get clients and students to our school online. We share how we build our agency and get clients there. So this is just an inside look at how we build our businesses, how we help our clients build their businesses, and how to help you take a huge step towards building your $1,000,000 coaching business. So make sure you say what's up. Make sure you let me know where you're coming in from, that kind of thing, so we know. And today I'm going to be talking about the TikTok ban. Yes, I feel like it's time to say and talk about this in the best way possible. So I am going to talk about the checklist that you must have, okay, in order to make sure that if you get banned off of social media, or if a social media platform goes down in any way, then you are building your business the right way, okay? So I want to make sure that we cover all the things when it comes to doing this the right way. Let's see. Let me get everybody in. And all right. So, we've been building online businesses since 2014. Okay. Currently, right now, many of you know that we just launched our school. It is a brick and mortar, offline, physical location for a school. Our grades our ages are from 6 to 12, and I bring this up because um, when it comes to TikTok alone, if TikTok goes down, TikTok is a huge traffic source for our school. TikTok has been an amazing traffic source for the growth of our school reaching like millions of people around the world. You would never believe the messages that we get from people that are like, yo, I saw your video on TikTok and they found us on Facebook, or they found us on Instagram, and then they started watching all the videos and they booked tours and they told other people about our school. And then, now we're in development of like this online program for like homeschoolers and unschoolers to give them support. So I want you to see that like this when they say like, we're taking away TikTok, we're going to ban TikTok. It is a shitty thing. It's kind of a scary thing because we're like, damn, like, we had so much momentum on TikTok just building our school, not alone building our coaching business, not alone with our agency. Like TikTok has been huge for building our agency. Like we have, if I were to give you the rundown of like we run ads for people. So this is what our agency does. Our agency runs social media ads for coaches, consultants, big brands, anyone that's usually doing over like 30,000 to 50,000 a month. Then we can run their Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, and TikTok ads. And one of the things that was kind of harder for us, for the ideal client that we had when we were bringing on a client, one of the things that was harder for us was going to somebody who we would run their Facebook ads for. It would be a hard call to get booked, for them to be like, oh yeah, I'm really willing to let somebody else come in and run my ads. I'm already using an agency, or I'm not switching, that kind of conversation, right? Well, when when TikTok came around, we decided that we were, you know what? Let's reposition our agency, right? To where we run TikTok ads, and that's going to be our foot in the door. And then what we're going to do is once we've gotten a client solidified with their TikTok ads, what we'll do is we'll come in and swoop the Facebook ads, the Instagram ads, the YouTube ads, the Google ads, transfer to Clapper and Thriller, which is the same platform. Yes, I think, one of the things on this checklist. So again, today I'm going to be going over the social media Armageddon checklist. Okay. And this checklist is simply going to be what you should be doing once you've established creating an audience on a platform. There's so many people that built their audience on TikTok over the last 3 years and didn't build their audiences anywhere else. And we've always said, that's the dumbest thing that you could ever do is put, all your eggs in all your traffic in one basket. Okay. You definitely don't want to do that. So we're going to make sure that you're following the rules. They are identical to TikTok, just American owned. Okay, cool. So, honestly, it's one of those things where my principle of this is marketing never changes. Okay. The only thing that changes is the platform. So right now, it's not about TikTok. Marketing is about short form video. Let me know if that makes sense. Because just like, I can't see your name on here, but let's see. Just like Ramona said, I'm going to bring up Ramona's comments right there. Just like Ramona said, you've got apps like Clapper, Thriller. I've heard of those apps. I'm not currently on those apps. But again, part of this process is one, finding other platforms that you can repurpose your content on. Because one of the things that really that happens all the time when it comes to social media is there's apps like Clapper, there's apps like Thriller that are they're not super uber popular yet. They're not on the A list yet, but they could be. So you might as well start posting and repurposing your content on platforms like that. So when and if they do pop off, you're in that algorithm's favor. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. I'm also going to share my screen here because I'm going to share the list. And just comment the word list if you want. I'm going to put this on a Google Drive, a Google Doc after this. So if you do want it, just comment the word social media list or the phrase social media list. And we'll get that out to you today. Okay. So our first one on here, I'll just go ahead and put on here. I think Ramona is her name. What's up? Thanks. Everybody say, thank you, Ramona, for helping and giving out tip number 1, which is find new platforms. Okay. Now, when it comes to new platforms, don't let new platforms hurt your focus. Okay. If your main focus right now is building a Facebook group and building your audience on a Facebook group, then I would really make sure that my focus is on building that Facebook group. However, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to repurpose my content. All right, let's see. My keyboard just went down. My mouse just went down. It may be dead. So the other thing I want to do is I'm going to back up my content. Okay. Just in case a social media, so look at it. Look, Ramona knows all her shit. Ramona knows all her shit. It's number 6. It's moving up. You must have some stock in Clapper. So Ramona got some stock. She got some stock in Clapper. She bought that on the penny stock when it was coming up. So yeah. So I like it, Ramona. Back up your content. Okay. Save your videos and make sure that you save them either in some kind of server. We use something called a MyCloud. Okay. It's a really cool, personal, business server. It's really awesome. And it's like a couple $100 and it's not a monthly charge to it. And you can have 2 to 4 terabytes of space. And as long as you organize all your shit on there, you'll be really good. So back up your stuff. Okay. So again, look for new platforms, make sure you back up your stuff. And then as always, okay, these are not in any particular order, but you've got to collect leads. Okay, you've got to collect leads. And so the best ways to collect those leads are things like a lead magnet, things like a group funnel. Okay, making sure that every time you grow an audience in a spurt or something like that, then you can get people off of that platform and you can collect their information so you can market to them their own way. Okay. We're gonna actually call this something else. We're gonna call this build your list. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you, this is one of the most important ones. Okay. If TikTok goes down, just over the last 3 years, we've reached about 1 million people on TikTok, and our list has grown from probably about 3,000 people or so, on TikTok. I can't tell you the number right now, but we've gotten about 3,000 leads off of TikTok. And again, views aren't important. Followers aren't important, but leads are important. Okay. People that have opted into our stuff. And so the thing that, we're focused on right now is, all right, if that thing's going to go down and it's a main lead source for us, then let's up our ad spend. Let's get as many people off of that app as we possibly can. That way we can then send out emails and text messages with our other platforms on it. You're going to see people, on TikTok right now, and they're going to be like, oh, go follow me somewhere else. And that's great. But if I text you and say, hey, check this out on Instagram, or check out this new YouTube video that we did, or check out what I just put in our Facebook group, then I'm good with like my social media Armageddon checklist. Okay. So you got to make sure that you are aware of new platforms. You've got to make sure that you're backing up your content. You've got to make sure that you're building your own list. Okay. Because these are things that are like going to be crucial if a platform goes down. Okay. Does that make sense so far? Let me know if that makes sense in the comment section. Okay. I truly believe I have a gut feeling that I'm like, I can't see TikTok being shut down. Okay. I just can't see that, but I'm never going to put anything on it anywhere. Okay. Number 4, repurpose content. Okay. Onto other platforms. Our main strategy right now, is post on TikTok and then repurpose to Facebook Reels, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, LinkedIn, and we're gonna probably and now Clapper, since Ramona got me on the Clap. We'll post on the Clapper. Okay, so Ramona, I got you on number 6. All right. So repurpose that content in other places. Okay, that's so huge. Now, when it comes to repurposing your content, especially without the watermark, there is an app called Repurpose. Oops. I'm going to go back and do that. It's called repurpose.io. Okay. You can go Google it. It's a cool little app. I think it costs about $97 a month. Or you can even use Zapier. And again, these are things that you can take as soon as something gets posted to one app, it'll automatically repost those things to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Okay. So there's all sorts of stuff. And then you can also do this yourself. Okay. It takes about 20 minutes to do it yourself. Or you can get a VA to do it. Okay. So right now we actually don't use repurpose. We don't have Zap set up. We actually use a VA for this, and then we're going to let our VA handle it on Repurpose. But we just haven't let them do that so far. Okay. So again, here is your Armageddon checklist. Okay. First thing, you want to find new and upcoming platforms. You want to back up your content on some kind of server, something, back it up somewhere. Okay. You want to make sure that you're building your list. Okay. You want to make sure that you're using lead magnets and using things where people can go download something for free, or they can go to grab your guides, or they can hop into your community, or they can book a call with you. And every time you book a call with someone, now they're on your list. Okay. So you got to make sure that we're doing these things. Okay. Any questions so far on your social media Armageddon checklist? Anything? Okay. Make sure that you're doing these things. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go over and talk about, again, these are the funnels that you should have in your business. So I'm going to go over. I'm going to feel like this is a good time to break these down, because when it comes to like funnels in your business, you should have these funnels. You should have a booking funnel. Okay. That's number one. And then you should have what we call a checkout funnel. That's so you can take money. Okay. And then once you got this booking funnel and checkout funnel, then I would focus on what we call a group funnel. This is a community funnel. A lot of you are watching this video here inside of our Facebook group. You had to put your name, phone number, and email to access this community so you could get access to me coaching and training you right now on what your coaching business should look like, feel like, do every single day. Okay. So you've got this booking funnel, checkout funnel, group funnel. When you're connecting with people inside of your groups, then what's going to happen is you're going to create a lead magnet for those people. Okay. And because you got this lead magnet, you may need to actually do something live to actually like break down that lead magnet. And you've got now your guide for your masterclass. So this is how we've built $1 million coaching businesses over the years, just right here. Okay. And all these funnels build upon each other. Okay. These don't have to get, they're not crazy, elaborate things. You can book calls, you can check out, you can collect cash, you can put people in your side of your community. You've got lead magnets that are basically coming from this community, and you basically do your lead magnet live. It does not have to be complicated. Okay. Please don't overcomplicate this. All righty, my friends. Like, building a coaching business is not, it's not always the easiest thing, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Okay. There's things that are hard in life and in business, but they don't have to be complicated. Okay. So make sure that, again, let's roll down our list really quick. This is our Armageddon list. If you're just popping on, what we're talking about is, what are the things that you should be doing if a platform goes down, if a social media platform goes down, if you are ever put in like jail or anything like that. You got to make sure that you're on new and upcoming platforms that aren't on the mainstream list. You got to make sure that you back up your content every single day, or get a VA to do that, because again, I don't want to lose videos and be like, oh man, I got to start all over again. Okay. That's a horrible feeling. You want to build your list, build your email list, build your text list. Make sure that you're repurposing all that content onto other platforms and reaching new people. Okay. Like, those are the main 4 things, guys. If you do those things, then you'll set yourself up for success, and you won't feel so susceptible to, if a platform goes down. Okay. You want to make sure that you keep yourself and your content protected. Okay. Because at the end of the day, like, these are not our platforms, right? Like, you don't own Facebook, you don't own Instagram, you don't own any of these platforms. So understanding that, like, these aren't your platforms, you're renting space here. Okay. Like I think a lot of us, we, if I were to put number 5 on here, it would be like mindset. I think it's really that's woof. You know what? We're gonna move these down. I'm gonna move down. Let's move these numbers down, okay? And then we're gonna move this one. Let me share my screen again. Let's move. You know what? That's what we should have done from the jump. That's what we should have done from the jump. We're gonna move this. Number 1 is mindset. Without this, we got nothing, right? So we're putting these on 5. Here we go. You do not own social media platforms. You don't own your profile. You don't own anything that is on here. This is my Facebook group, but I'm renting space from Facebook. You may be watching this video on YouTube, and we are renting this space from YouTube. So understanding that, like, this is not our stuff. We don't own this. So we don't have the privilege. Like, we think we have like some type of privilege here, and we don't. We got to get to a space where like we're just renting this space. Okay. But what I want each of us to understand, I was talking to my barber the other day, and I was like, dude, like, you have this barber shop, okay? And no matter you're thinking no matter what, okay, because a lot of us are service providers, okay? And a lot of us approach our business just like a service provider and only like a service provider. And what I want to leave you with today is you've got to start treating your business like it's a media company. We have a physical school location, but we treat our school like a media company. And if we approached our school like a media company would and not like a school would, we operate as a school on the back end. So literally, the only true reason that we're like, not really true, the only reason, but when the only reason that we have the brick and mortar space is so we can create content. And it allows us to create different types and different kinds of content. Same thing that I told my barber the other day. I was like, dude, if you start thinking like a media company and stop thinking like a barber shop, then you'll realize that the only reason that you have people come in to get their haircut in the physical location is so you can create a specific and best type of media. Let me know if that makes sense, or give me a fire emoji in the comment section if that makes sense. A lot of us, we're not treating our service like a media company. And I'm the same way. When we opened up our school, I was like, oh man, like, no way, people would truly find us through TikTok and short form video. And that's how we've grown our business. Like, that's how we've grown our school, is by TikTok and short form video. And one of the things that we do is we follow this Armageddon list because, one, we have the mindset of like, we are a media company and we are going and we don't own this space. So we are going to find other platforms. We do back up our content. We build our list and we put it on other platforms. So we put it on the main sources of platforms, but again, we're looking for things like Ramona said earlier, like Clapper, like Thriller, like Reddit, or places like I can't remember the other one, but we're looking for the not so mainstream types of content places. Okay, but I challenge you, like the advice that I gave my barber the other day. The things that we do when we're building our school, like, this is how we approach our companies. This is how we approach our service. And when you approach your services like that, it changes everything. Because think about it. We started thinking about our school like a media company. And then we started reaching hundreds of thousands and millions of people. And then those people said, we have a problem. Can you solve that problem? So then we were like, sure. Let's talk about solving that problem. So let me give you a rundown of like really how the process works of making your next $100,000 per month. Okay. I'm going to break this down for you because this is what happened. And hopefully I can give this to you in a way that you can consume this and have an aha moment. Okay. Think about it. We have a physical school location. Okay. And just to give you guys the numbers, I think some people like numbers, right? I like good numbers. So when a student enrolls at our school, they pay $1,000 a month in tuition. Okay. And we can max at 50 kids. Okay. So physically, at our physical location, we have a max. Okay. Now, most service-based companies, they have a max. You can only cut so many people's hair a month. You can only do so many tattoos a month. You can only do so many one-on-one calls a month, right? So we max out at 50 kids. That puts our revenue at about 50K per month at one location. Okay. Because we have these physical kids here, it allows us to create content, and that content helped us reach over 1 million plus people. And these were ideal people. These are people with a specific problem. Because we reached those people, they gave us their problem. Okay. And then we hopped on calls with them to basically say, hey, look, this is my problem. And we created an offer specifically for these people with this problem. Okay. Follow me here. So we reached people. We connected with them. They said they had a problem. We hopped on a call with them so we could figure out what their problem actually was and design an offer to solve that problem. That offer is $97 per month to solve their problem. Okay. So we know that out of the millions of people that we reached, what if only 1,000 of them of the people actually bought at $97 per month? That equals $100,000 a month in revenue. Does that make sense so far? So what we did was we said, well, we're not going to start off at $97. What we're going to do is we're going to offer it beta. And we don't do lifetime stuff. So basically we're going to do it beta for $47 because we already hopped on the calls with the people and said, hey, look, this is what we're going to do for you to solve this problem. It's going to be $97 a month, but for the first 100 people, it's going to be $47 a month. So we basically go ahead and put ourselves in a place where we made $5,000 a month because we give 100 people a deal, and then we're just looking for the next 900. So a lot of times, like, when I break down this process for a brick and mortar business, like that is developing an online portion of the business, like this is the same concept that we've been doing and using for the last decade. Like nothing changes. So like when people are like, oh, like I don't know if this will work for me, like get out of your own head. Stop telling yourself that like, oh, I don't know if this will work for me, or this doesn't work for me, or will this work for this? Like nothing always works exactly the same. That's just not how life works. Life is not cookie cutter. Business is not cookie cutter, but there are fundamentals. There are things that just flat out work. There are strategies that flat out work. And so what I want you to realize here is like, we found the piece of content that helped us reach the most people. We connected with our people to see if they had a problem. We got on calls with them so we could really solidify the problem that they had and design an offer, like a no-brainer offer to help solve that problem. And then we said, hey, it's going to be $97 a month to solve this problem for you. But for the next 100 people, we're going to do it for $47 a month. And then they're like, oh, hey, awesome. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Boom. You've got $5,000 a month right there. Like, how many of you would $5,000 a month like change your life, right? Just off the bat. And then it's like, all right, now we got to find the next 900. And how you do that is you just get testimonials, and you work with people, and you share their processes, and you share what's going on, and you just rinse and repeat the process. So of these 100 people, we're going to share their results and share their process and share the progress that they're making. We're going to share all the things in the content, which is going to attract more people to then want to buy that product. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay. It doesn't have to be like, growing your business does not have to be this like do something new every single day kind of thing. A lot of times growing a business like this comes down to doing simple shit. It comes down to you connecting with people. But when someone comes to me and they're like, oh, this doesn't work, it's because they don't want to do the simple things. They don't want to do simple things over and over again. But like, you've got to master the mundane. Like, it's not about doing something new and different every single day. It's a lot of times business comes down to you doing the exact same thing every single day and putting your head down and going to work. But like, most of us will just complain, and we're like, oh, this doesn't work, or I did it for 2 days and it didn't work, but you don't have numbers to back that up. You don't have data to back that up. You don't have the metrics to back up that you've been consistent. That's what's important. So that's what I got for you. Remember, comment the word list, and we will get you the Social Media Armageddon list. We'll email that out to you. All righty. See ya. Y'all have a good day.